Hello everyone, welcome back to Warhammer Combat Cards. Today we have a new toy in the inventory. Specifically this weekend, or more specifically this Thursday I think, we have a new warlord in the game. So as you probably heard, we have Angron, the Red Angel, introduced in the game. And in celebration of its anniversary, we're gonna test it a little bit in today's campaign or apocalypse, the Arcs of Omen for Abaddon. You have a lot of battles that you can use any kind of warlord that you want, and there are a few specific ones where you need to use Abaddon. Specifically the Supreme Leader Abaddon over here. But right now, I think we're gonna be using Angron to see in as many battles as we can, just so you can have a look on what it does. So basically, this warlord has, if you didn't check the stream from the guys or from Madamp, you should definitely go and check it out. But this doesn't work. Anyways, the thing about this Supreme Warlord is that every time a friendly card makes a melee attack, it increases its melee by 20%. And also, Angron, the first time he would be killed, he instead heals for 10% for every card destroyed in the melee, up to a maximum of 80. So there's discussion to be made whether to introduce him too early or not. He does have quite a lot of health and also a huge amount of melee attack. He's a melee exclusive character, so he will pair really nicely with the cards that have melee attack. That being said, we have 4 more wins over here. I had a strike earlier, and let's see how it goes with him. Can we use him? Yeah, we can. Up until the end of the game, I basically made a deck which is mostly comprised of blood or corn and world eaters type of characters, blood for the blood god and all of that. So let's see how it goes. He should pair pretty well with Scarbrand and also Karn and a few other I don't know, bloodthirsters and all of that, mainly with Berserker ability, so that should work pretty nicely. Yeah, so I'm gonna deploy cards that do have the inspiring presence to maximize the attack over here, and I'm gonna be trying. Okay, I'm going to be trying to basically do as much damage as possible. It's one of those decks in which you don't really have any other choice. Because as you see, each time you attack, the melee attack increases by 25%, and this stacks on and on and on, so the numbers can get absolutely insane if you do it enough times. And also, if you use a card that has the Berserk ability, it should go even more than that. So as you can see, 200, well, I did lose. Scarbrand, unfortunately, he doesn't have any kind of healing ability. Right now, I'm gonna use Asmodeal to just bring a little bit of extra firepower over here, and also Karn should be pretty good, just to increase the damage. Okay, fair enough. More psychic, and as you can see, the damage numbers are getting absolutely insane over here. So this might eliminate a couple of my dudes. No. And yeah, this battle is almost over right now. So as you saw, the damage from Karn was almost 400 in this battle. So yeah, as you can see, the Bloodthirster goes to some ridiculous number. So I'm assuming that this kind of warlord is going to be really popular in 400 versus 400 points, because it will work best over there, and you should ideally also use some healing cards just to extend the life of your Bloodthirsters, or I don't know, cards such as Karn. Oh, I have this type of there are some special cards or packs over here, that 3-hour packs that will give you a lot more cards than usual, and they're also going to be on the blood eaters or corn berserkers type of flavor, so it's a little bit nice. And we also get, yeah, we got the Lord of Skulls over here. Those are basically some kind of, from what I understood, daily missions, and you can get some really nice rewards. That being said, let's continue and see how this is going to pan out. I'm using the PC version of the game, so this is why it looks like here, like this. So we're going to claim the 700 gold. Okay, and yeah, we have 4 more battles. Let's see if we can use Angron again. Should I change something? I think I'm gonna change just one card, because I have all the secondary objectives done, and I'm gonna just use one extra healer. I think that should be pretty decent. Yeah, so level 17 we're getting against another Supreme Warlord. I'm seeing that there's a trend of putting quite a lot of Supreme Warlords right now. Not saying it's good or bad, but it's basically the trend that the game is going towards at this point. So we'll have to see if the game will gonna be worked. Moran Val is basically that card which people are complaining quite a lot recently, because a lot of people are pissed of the fact that basically this battle token, the trigger chance, isn't actually it's bugged, because it will trigger every I don't know, 1 in 2 times or 50% time each time this goes over 10%, so it's a bit ridiculous, and I think that's the way they made it. So this 10-20% isn't actually real, and it will absolutely introduce an element of let's say chance that wasn't here previously. In the game, so this is a numbers game, and at this point people are kind of pissed out of the fact that it's no longer necessarily a numbers game. It's more of a I'm gonna introduce this guy early, why not? It's no longer a numbers game, it's more of a game of I don't know, chance, and a lot of people don't like this. Let's see how much damage. So Angron does, I mean, come on, I can't see what he has a description, which is pretty sad. He has, no, he doesn't have. Let's put some more inspiring presence and get those numbers, rookie numbers up, you know. Should I? I'm actually concerned that Moran Val is gonna kill me next time. She has 58%. I don't think she has enough right now, but the next battle she should, or she should have quite more. Is this gonna be enough, or is this gonna interfere? Let's see. No, we got absolutely screwed. Oh, and now we got the saving. Yeah, fair enough. So the first loss with Angron. So as you can see, he's not necessarily unbeatable, and especially if you do make a themed kind of let's say a team, it might not work. Let's get a bit more serious now and see if we can change the team to actually get some more staying power. So Asmodeus, I think instead of Scarbrand, which dies too easily, I'm going to use this one, and also something that has more staying power. This might be better. No. Fair enough. The death blow looks kind of promising. Okay. I'm gonna remove this and get the death blow guy. Okay. One less, huh? Fair enough. Okay, this looks decent, and it has a lot of HP as well. So we changed it a little bit because I'm not sure that Scarbrand is actually or has enough HP to actually justify its high cost. Let's put Karn because Karn gets even stronger the more he gets to fight. Hopefully this should be good enough. Okay. It's good thing this team doesn't have a melee extra. Okay, we're gonna be using this guy over here, and also, yeah, let's use fair enough. We increased a little bit the fire. Okay. Yeah, so a lot easier to this time the battle. Not sure. I'm guessing sometimes the AI just goes like this. So a pretty easy battle. The previous one we didn't have enough staying power, and probably I put Angron a bit too early. So yeah, we're gonna be using it a little bit on this side. Come on. Okay, 3 more battles over here. Let's see how it goes. So as you can see, this warlord or supreme warlord is all about melee, so it can get to absolutely ridiculous type of numbers, and against duelists like this guy, you should definitely try not to put Angron from the beginning because you might have some issues. Okay, so now the healing Robotne over here should prove pretty good. Okay, so now the Cornate. Fair enough. Okay, pretty good battle so far. Now Kanzar is pretty good, as you can see, and still has to we do have this. We're gonna be using it like this. He does have extra melee damage. And there you go. I didn't even have to deploy Angron this time around. I was kind of concerned that the high melee damage, if he would survive next shot or the next round, he would one-shot my Angron. So probably the healing or the not being able to die from the first would have still carried me through, but I didn't want to risk anything. Okay, some more rewards over here. As you can see, you get 4 packs basically. Finally get my Kasaro Khan to level 11, potentially. And Ventris, which unfortunately is one of my favorite characters, but he looks so ugly. I mean, please change this. He looks really bad. Okay, 2 more battles. Yeah, so I think the the characters which will really be benefiting from this kind of warlords are gonna be the ones who have a lot of melee and also death blows kind of traits, or a bit of berserk, and also you should kind of use some heals, some inspired presence, and maybe against high card numbers some big game hunters are gonna be really useful. Yeah, so as you can see, this is kind of, and a bit of fear to just have that little bit of sustain. Angron by himself has 200, yeah, 248 melee. He has a bit of regen, and yeah, the wounds are gonna help him just do just that little bit of damage. Okay, last 2 battles. Okay, level 19 against Trajan Valores. So let's see what the commander of the Custodes is gonna be doing um, against us at this point. So, well, I'm gonna be using this guy. Bjorn. How sinister. Okay, fair enough. I do need just a tiny touch of inspiring presence to do a bit more damage. I'm just gonna do it like this. I lost quite a lot of cards, as you can see. Pretty nice card, looking card over here. And you have the Carver, which does have quite a lot of HP. Unfortunately, the damage output wasn't the best over here. Still, at least we get to see Angron delivering the final blow. So yeah, it's a pretty enjoyable little campaign over here, and it's not that hard, as you can see. Come on. When you use the PC version, sometimes it takes a while for the game to load. So you need one more battle over here, and then we can. So basically, the final battle, or the 5th, the 10th, the 15th, and I think the 20th battles, you are required to use Abaddon. Is basically the game doesn't allow you to use Angron, which is kind of a shame in my opinion, but it is what it is. So you need to use it. I also used Cornet team kind of, or Cornet themed team over here against for this battle, or for Abaddon as well. Let's see if he can do a bit more damage. No, unfortunately not. And I think that, yeah, he has 200. Let's use this guy. I know that they will accelerate their firepower once they start killing things. So let's use it like this for now. yeah, so you get basically the Dark Destiny, increase the attack stats by 20%, and also whenever enemy card is destroyed, all your cards ready. So it's a lot more in flux, this rule. So it will help you a lot more if you manage to actually destroy enemy cards. If you don't, you're gonna suffer quite a bit. So the Rough Riders, fair enough. We lost Kazandar. I don't really have enough inspiring presence. This has 68. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to deploy him just yet. I still have 2 over here. Hmm. 19th extra melee. Is this enough? I think it's enough, but at the same time I might actually get destroyed. We'll see. Well, close enough. And yeah, final win. So you saw over here Angron and also Abaddon in action. This was level 20. It wasn't that hard. You will occasionally lose a battle or two, but you can always use a refresh and you get the 3 extra battles. And yeah, there you go, the Arcs of Omen completed, and you get Vashtor, which in my opinion for the cost is probably the best BGH that Chaos has. So you have a few BGH big game hunters in the game, and probably the best is this guy for Chaos, especially for high number or high number 400 points battles. And then for other factions, if you go by BGH trait, the best is gonna be Torgaradon, without a doubt, by points, by the shields and everything, and also the stats. He has 100 melee, which is absolutely great. Then you have probably Drazar, which is pretty good. Those are too expensive in my opinion. It's good, but it's only for 400 points onwards. So Drazar is a really useful utility card. And then for the Necrons, I do like this guy, but he dies pretty easily. Probably this one is the best for the cost if you just go on a yeah, it has also some wounds, so it will not die from the first battle. This only has some range, so it's not as good. For Tau, I mean, this guy is just insane. So the cost is actually justified over here. And on this side, I do like, after the rework, the site of the Mars. It's actually pretty good. You also have on the work side, I do like the Clan Mecha Dread. It has the shields and also the Big Game Hunter, and the wounds and the stats as well. Over here, I think this is pretty insane for the Psychic and also the Fear. It's a deadly combination. And we don't talk about the Votan because they're pretty much neglected. They don't work in the 400 point. Yeah, so there you go. It's a little bit of introduction of Angron in this kind of and it can also work. Let's see one battle. It can also work with Angron, or yeah, something like this might work pretty nicely if you go for the this Imperial Treasury, or sorry, for this segmented Pacificus. How is this called? for the 2,000 points over here, the apocalypse mode, sorry. So if you go in the apocalypse mode over here, this will be pretty decent, I think, combination. You have some inspiring presence, some fear, some core knights, a bit of Burseek, and healing, and also Karn. You need to use Karn with Angron because their bodies in the lore and whatnot. So yeah, that being said, hopefully that showed a little bit how Angron works and why you might consider it. Right now there are a few packs that you can go for. I won mine in the raffle, in the raffle that was on the live stream, so I didn't pay any money, but if you want, you also have the option to also use the card to get that one. So that being said, thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.